Just concentrating my eyes with the sounds of rain piercing my godliness, undergoing polemic laughter to tear my smile apart. Blackwater Park veiled in fog. The wind moaning in the holes of logs, staring at the skin of the trees, wondering if I'm looking at the nakedness of God. But it's like I'm visually trespassing territories my vision is not supposed to visit. And its so-called divine presence is chewing the apple of my eye and rotting the fruit of my spirit with this lie. I'm hiking on this mountain trails, the air smells the leaves, and a dark blue sky is lamped with stars to illuminate the sand and silver light. That is, I'm bewildered by this wilderness. Around this time alone, earthly angels roam and preach the gospel of pantheism, prostituting their innocence with senseless sensual wisdom and mysticism to convince themselves that all is divine. Consciousness, universal self of the cosmic mind. We're not inherently connected from the divine oneness. This is the wilderness, the spirit of the mysterious. At least many cultures curious to see who this entity really is. The nature of God is a nature. He's an entity with a personal identity, like you and me, who made the seas, who made the trees, who made everything. Simply nature is there to describe God's invisible qualities. One of the biggest conjuries there is nature God, or are they confusing the nature of God?
Looking outside, it's alarming. The world feels like a grave. So I turn away from this car crash and look for beauty's gaze. I open the door to a dying sunset, never mind the clouds which were once wet, now clogged by the scenery, which means nothing to me. Constructing billowing images of a reverence to the surroundings. I miss the sound of rocks when I hear the concrete sing. Not created divine, but yet divinely created. Left out to rot by those who've inflated both self and nature, leaving death or worship. The separation of these two extremes makes everything on the topic worse, it seems. Because the choice is not between the two, and if you see it through, you'll find evidence for more than science could ever prove. Explanations to the equations that mark man in history as being capable of creative tendencies.
A child is born with a fresh mind that starts to endlessly draw an infinity of wonder and awe out of the simplest things. But as he grows, so does his desire for the fascinating, and more thing to thing lose their quality for captivating. Wear and tear on the soul's deepest expectations take their toll when everything that began vibrant steadily shifts to monotone, ending on a sad note, coming to the conclusion that everything was empty, devoid of meaning and useless. But the truth is, the blueprint to reality's constructed with reason as the foundation that everything else is based on. But it would be unreasonable to say that reason alone is a reason for things, and impersonal law can't create a personal human being, but points to a personality who gives meaning to logic, definition to reality. And I'm trying to say that in the context of knowing God, the beauty in the world doesn't cease with the aesthetic, but finds its true beauty in the knowledge of the creator that transcends it. And so when we live like there's nothing out there beyond it, all significance becomes non-existent to people that long for purpose, and we walk in contradictions, asking what the meaning of life is, presuming God's not in the equation. It's comforting, but it doesn't make sense. I recall a statement that Christianity hasn't been tried and found wanting, but found difficult and not tried. And I believe the problem is the human conscious communicates deep down that we're not right, but it holds no significance so long as we keep our options open to lies.